Hey guys, happy Friday. I'm meteorologist Christine Gormley. I hope your week has been great. We're about to get into the weekend, so happy Friday. So today we're going to talk about some severe weather for Arkansas and parts of Tennessee. And tomorrow that severe risk also continues into Texas from the cold front that we're getting this weekend, and I'll talk to you guys about that and the latest snow details as well. So all of that coming up here in just a couple minutes. So getting into some events that Hail Trace is having. So Raising Hail Tour 2024 is happening, and that is all throughout February 13th, 15th, and the 27th in several different cities, OKC, Denver, and Chicago. So check out that discount code and scan that QR code at the top of your screen to maybe go to our website, and also go to our Facebook page, go to our events page, and you guys can get that discount code and get a discount. That sounds pretty cool. So right now we're cloudy here in Oklahoma City. Some clouds are really streaming across the south and the southwest in the Ohio Valley, and we've got some thunderstorms or some heavy rain in Tennessee right now. And overall, we're pretty dry in the north, in the Wisconsin, Minnesota area, and the northern plains for your Friday afternoon. So lots of moisture down south with that low pressure system moving on through. We're in the 60s down south, 70, 58 58 degrees, I should say, in Oklahoma City, 54 in Kansas City, and 30s up north. And that low pressure system, that trough right here that we can see, is really going to dig and move off to the northeast here in the next several hours and bring that potential for severe weather for parts of Arkansas. We'll get into those details here, but that's what's going on right now. So yesterday we did have some storms in the Wisconsin area. We did have a tornado report yesterday and some hail throughout that event as well in that area, and then another few tornadoes down south of that, just west of Highway 39 and south of Highway 80, so just south of Walnut and Ottawa, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but a few tornadoes that happened in Wisconsin yesterday for you guys. So getting into some currents before we get into the forecast. 60 degrees here in Oklahoma City, 64 in Shawnee, 59 in Norman, 50s and 60s. We've got some cloud cover. It's not too sunny out right now in that area. Texas Metro, 67 in Dallas, again some cloud cover, 66 down in the south part of the metro, and so 60s all the way around there. Going down further south into the Austin area, 70s with some light rain. It was raining a little harder earlier, just a few minutes ago, but that rain is starting to kind of dwindle and move off to the east. So 70 degrees in San Antonio. It's looking pretty warm over there, and some cloud, and same story for Houston, 74, and 70s up there, or down there I should say. But colder in the Front Range region, snowing up there, so we're in the 30s for Denver, 35, 30 and 33 for south parts of the Denver area. So getting into the hail forecast today, we do have a risk for some severe storms this afternoon, this evening, going into tonight. It is a low chance, I will say, for this portion of the area, but Little Rock is in that risk area for some hail. Paducah is also in that area. Also winds too, especially getting into the Tennessee, Missouri, and portions of the Ohio Valley area, Midwestern states in this risk area. Chance for wind is going to increase as the system moves off to the east, going into this evening and overnight as those storms start to cluster and become a band of storms. So here's what that looks like on future radar this evening around 5:30, maybe even a little earlier, maybe between like 4 and 6 p.m. Storms are going to start to fire off in the western portions of Arkansas. They're going to start out being discrete or isolated, so the chance for some hail in that is going to be the greatest as these storms start to ramp up this evening. And then moving into Little Rock, they're still going to be isolated according to this data set, so you do have a chance to see maybe some quarters, half dollars maybe, for some hail in that area. And then they're just going to move off to the northeast and kind of train storms into the portions of the northeast part of that risk, and that's where that's going to continue and then start to cluster into a band of storms going into the overnight hours, and then the hail or the wind threat will increase as that happens. So and then it'll continue to move off to the east for your Saturday for tomorrow. So here's what those wind gusts look like going into this afternoon. Really, it's going to start in the western parts of Arkansas, move into the eastern parts of Arkansas. Right here is that area where I want to really focus on here. 60 plus mile per hour winds are possible, maybe even a little bit more possible. Maybe, I guess I should say between 30 and 40 miles per hour in some places. There could be some bullseyes of higher winds than that going into that storm system later on this afternoon and this evening. So going into tomorrow, because there's a small area for a risk for your Saturday. So San Antonio has a chance to see an inch to an inch and a quarter of hail tomorrow. Instability is there, but it's fairly weak in that area as the cold front pushes through tomorrow, and the winds are also going to be an issue too, possibly in this area as those storms start to get going for your Saturday. And also there's a small tornado threat for this area just because of the wind shear and the destabilization that's going to be happening in this area. Dew points are there, some CAPE is also, which is that destabilization. So we're going to see maybe some ingredients for the potential to see a possible brief tornado, but it's very low, but we can't rule it out with the conditions that are being seen for tomorrow for your Saturday afternoon. It's a very small risk area, but still a risk. So going into the jet stream pattern for the next couple of days, so this disturbance right here is what we're going to be looking for this evening for that storm potential in Arkansas and parts of Tennessee and Kentucky for this evening going into overnight hours. So, but this bigger low pressure system, this more what we call a long wave trough, is what we're looking for that snow potential for Sunday, and another severe risk for Sunday as well in the southeast. That is what is going to be the big snow maker and the severe weather maker possible for Sunday as it moves into the south portions of Texas and Oklahoma. Sunday morning, we're going to start to see the snow really increase Saturday night into Sunday for portions of the panhandle of Texas and possibly Oklahoma as well in that, and of course Colorado is in that. But going into Sunday evening, as this trough really starts to move south and then move northeast, there's an enhanced flow is what we call for the southeast, and there's going to be moisture, there's going to be destabilization, so there's going to be a lot of ingredients that will come into play for some severe weather for your Sunday afternoon. But before we get into that look ahead graphic, we're going to talk about what that future radar and that future track looks like for the snow on Sunday for your Super Bowl Sunday. So starting the clock at around 6:30 tonight, we're going to see that rain and that surface low pressure system really start to get going for your Saturday. Snow and some mix near Amarillo for Saturday afternoon. Portions of New Mexico and Denver, or New Mexico and Colorado will really start to see that snow. And right now there is some uncertainty of really how this is going to play out exactly. Right now models are trending this low pressure system to be further south so further south and really not showing a whole lot of that cold air being pulled into Oklahoma City. So we'll have to really keep track of the temperatures and how much of that cold air can really get down to the metro of Oklahoma City going into Sunday. But models are definitely agreeing that this low pressure system is going to pivot around and then move off to the northeast and bring that snow potential to portions of central Oklahoma, including the metro. So I do think snow is possible in Oklahoma City. I think maybe 1 to 3 inches right now is a good estimate of how much accumulation we could get. Also, roadways Not really concerned about the roadways, at least for the afternoon, evening hours, because we're going to be pretty warm in the Oklahoma City metro leading up to this event for your Saturday and leading up into Sunday. So roadways and things like that aren't going to be an issue at first. But of course the roofs are going to have snow on them. Definitely going to have snow on them Monday morning, so be aware of that if you're roofing on Monday. There's definitely going to be snow on some roofs getting it if you're in Oklahoma City, portions of western Oklahoma, panhandle of Texas, and portions of southwest, southeast Colorado. And I think it will pretty much, hopefully it will stay south of North Missouri. Yeah, we'll have to see that track, but it definitely will pivot off to the northeast. So exactly how north that will be, you'll have to stay tuned for that. But moving on into early Sunday morning, that snow is going to really try to dig south as it pivots around. And so yeah, we'll have to stay tuned and keep you guys updated on that as well. But right now there's winter weather advisories for the Northwest, and there's winter storm watch out for portions of western Oklahoma and the panhandle of Texas ahead of this snow, ahead of this winter weather. So getting into the next 5-day rain chances, we have a pretty wet 5-day rain outlook for you guys. So we've got that snow, that rain also ahead of that snow Saturday night into Sunday, and then we've got that severe potential for the southeast Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. So Friday we do have some rain for the northeast and northwest, I should say. Saturday, again, that rain is going to continue to move into the south, and Sunday we've got more rain for the south, and Monday that's going to continue to move off to the east, and then Tuesday move off to the northeast. So we've got a few low pressure systems that's just going to make their way across the country and bring snow and rain and potential for severe weather in multiple parts, especially the southeast, going into the end of the weekend on Sunday. So that's what we're going to get into now. So on Sunday, this is where the potential is right now for severe storms in Louisiana and Mississippi. Right now that low pressure system looks very favorable for severe storms, and the other ingredients are there as well. We've got high moisture content for portions of the south, and that destabilization. We've got some pretty high-end numbers for that, and also that wind shear is also there. So it's looking more favorable for some severe storms to occur Sunday evening and Sunday afternoon as this trough really moves through the southeast, and then it's going to move up to the northeast and give you guys some rain up there. So definitely stay tuned for that and be on the lookout for that. So that's all I got for you guys today. A lot going on in the next several days. So you guys can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and you guys can also give us a call at 855-334-4245. And you also can email us at info@hailtrace.com, or go to our website at hailtrace.com for demos or anything that you need. You can also scan that QR code at the top of your screen and get more information. So hope you guys have a great weekend.